being here, and mine requires a little bit of setup. You've probably noticed that basically Dave mentioned his New York background. Well, I'm from LA, and back in the day when the UHF was a thing, some of you remember this, Channel 52, KBTH in Los Angeles had to fill airtime. And so they bought 2 seasons of this obscure, to us Americans, British serial called Doctor Who. And they could only afford 2 seasons, so they kept repeating it every single day. To show you how terrible afternoon TV in LA was, my brother and I watched it every day. We can still quote it verbatim. Fast forward a few years, and I was in my high school drama club, as many of you were, and one of my favorite roles was we did a production of the 1938 play by Thornton Wilder called Our Town. And I got to play the stage manager, which is kind of a fun role for me to play. I still remember a lot of the lines. And so in my teenage mind, somehow these 2 things had to come together. This terrible British science fiction show that had awful special effects, but was somehow mesmerizing and compelling, as well as this play that was set in a time period that I had no idea about. Well, 40 years later, it turns out that basically here's what we're going to do. And so I want to keep in mind that I need to use your imaginations quite a bit. You see the backdrop here. That is, in fact, supposed to be a fakey star backdrop. The actual play is set on a space station. Pretend it's like ISS, but a nicer version of it around the going in orbit around the Earth. And that in the 3rd act, in the 3rd scene, there's a part, well, spoiler alert, we actually, the Earth, that is to say, survives an alien invasion. And I need you to cheer when basically the assistant comes out and says that the fleet is withdrawing. So if I could get a cheer there, that would be wonderful. It would help the actors out quite a bit. All right, in any case, I hope you enjoy our little production.
Going on, and we never noticed. Take me back, up the hill to my grave. But first, wait, one more look. Goodbye. Goodbye, world. Goodbye, Grover's Mills. Mama and Papa. Goodbye to clocks ticking and Mama's sunflowers, and food, and coffee. Goodbye to new iron dresses, and hot baths, and sleeping, and waking up. Oh, Earth, you're too wonderful for anybody to realize you. Do any human beings ever realize life while they live it? Every minute?
No, saints and poets maybe, they do some.
I'm ready to go back.
Were you happy?
No, I should have listened to you. That's all human beings are, just blind people.
Look, it's clearing up. The stars are coming out.
Oh, Mr. Stimson, I should have listened to them.
Yes. Now you know. Now you know. That's what it was like to be alive. To move about in a cloud of ignorance, to go up and down, trampling on the feelings of those about you, to spend and waste time as though you had 1,000,000 years, to always be at the mercy of one self-centered passion or another. Now you know. That's the happy existence you wanted to go back to. Ignorance and blindness.
That ain't the whole truth, and you know it, Simon Stimson. Emily, look at that star. I forget its name.
Mother Gibbs, it's George.
Shush, dear. Just rest yourself.
It's my husband.
That's no way to behave. He ought to go home.
Mother Gibbs,
Yes, Emily?
They don't understand, do they?
No, dear, they don't understand.
Most everybody's asleep in Grover's Mills. There are a few lights on. Shorty Hawkins down at the depot. Just watch the Newark train go by. And at the garage, somebody's sitting up late and talking. Yes, it's clearing out. The stars doing their old crisscross journeys across the sky. The scholars haven't settled the matter yet, but they seem to think there's no life up there, just chalk or fire. Only this one's struggling away. Struggling away, straining away all the time to make something of itself. The strain's so bad that every 16 hours everybody lays down to get a rest. It's 11 o'clock in Grover's Mills. You get a good rest too. Good night.
You thought that tree-cleat claptrap was going to convince us to spare Earth?
Well,
You ask for parley on this primitive orbital station of yours, and then show us a scene of your good old days. Varda had good old days as well, and they were emphatically not good. We had classism, racism, sexism, which your play conveniently ignores.
This is a blem and a half of our lives that we are not getting back. What possible reason did you have for subjecting us to this sentimental garbage?
well, you two have totally missed the point.
Oh, really?
The play is not about how good things were in the past. It's not even about how morals and values were clearer back then. And it's certainly not some clever mirror held up to show you how the past is reflected in the present.
Well, then what is it about?
Your plan is to bring in the Imperial fleet and take over the world. May I ask why?
Why?
Yes, to what end?
Well,
What goal, what purpose do you want to conquer the earth?
it's my job. Oh, I skipped a line.
So what purpose do you want to conquer the earth?
For the
For the
glory,
glory
of
of
our
Varda.
Yes, I understand that. But what's in it for you?
Me?
Yes, you personally.
It is my job.
And you, when was the last time you talked to your mother?
My mother.
Yes, your Mama, Mater. I mean, do you even have a relationship with her?
My mother is a saint. Of course I do.
Oh, good. Not one of those awful cultures like the Daleks. When was the last time you actually talked to her?
Well, probably just before 2 missions ago, 10 Vlex.
10 Let's see. Carry the 1. That's nearly 40 Terran years. That's half your lifetime. Madam Secretary General, I have a question for you. What did you do just prior to getting on the ship to the station?
I knew that there was a good chance we might not make it back from this meeting. I met my mother for lunch and we talked for a couple hours. You know, it's amazing the number of things we thought about long ago that we ended up laughing about. Then it was time to say goodbye. I stood up, gave her the biggest hug. And weirdly, walking away, it was the lightest I'd felt in years.
Do you see, the play isn't about a particular time, it's about time itself. It's about how time's so wibbly-wobbly. You can't nail a moment down. You can't preserve it in amber. And how it all just slips through your fingers in the end.
Emily's regretting that she'll never get her mother's approval, the one thing she was desperate for her entire life.
So, before you start your ever so important mission, conquest, I just want you to think about whether this really is the best use of the time you have left.
That's the...
Sir, it's the fleet command.
Yes? What is it? What? What? No! Wait until I get back. My lieutenant tells me that there's been some developments with my troops. We will need to return.
Development?
Yes, but they do need my attention right away.
Let me guess. Your fleet, from the highest ranking officer to the lowliest swab, is suffering something of a morale problem.
How do you know that?
Well, this wonderful performance, it shouldn't be limited to just the admirals. I couldn't let the opportunity for cultural exchange go by.
What did you do?
I took the liberty of figuring out your interfleet communications frequency. I hacked the encryption protocols and broadcast the performance to all of your ships.
Madam Secretary General,
Yes.
no change yet in the Varda fleet.
Thank you.
I can't believe that was your best play. Weaponizing existential dread? That is so unlike you. What makes you think it'll work anyway?
I really don't. But I have encountered dozens of non-cybernetic, polygenetic species, and they have all been susceptible to the thought of their own mortality.
That's so childish.
There's always this thought in the back of your mind. What if this Christmas is my last Christmas? What if this is the last time I go out my front door? What if this is my last pet?
Oh, God, you're morbid.
And that's rather the point.
Madam Secretary General,
Yes?
the Vardan fleet, they're withdrawing. They left one message before they withdrew.
Yes?
Or they say they've left an undetectable satellite orbiting Earth. It has a single atom of an unstable isotope. When that disintegrates, it will complete a circuit that launches an engineered bioweapon into the atmosphere. It's 100% lethal to all Earth life forms.
What do we know about the isotope?
They said that there's a 50% chance that it will disintegrate in the next 1,000 years.
Well, that is good news.
What?
Oh, don't look so surprised.
But we could be dead by tomorrow.
Yes.
But don't you see? That's always been true. It could be an asteroid or a comet we didn't know about. It might be the Yellowstone supervolcano erupting. Yes, we could all be dead by tomorrow, but not probably.
So, what you're saying is that given all other risks, what's one more extremely unlikely threat?
Precisely.
This will take some delicate explaining to the public.
Of course it will. Did I ever tell you about the time I talked a reptilian military leader into blowing up his own planet? Now that was a discussion for his warrior.